Welcome. Today we're diving into how OIC banks can boost their climate impact by learning from the challenges faced by global banks. If you are interested in following our work, subscribe to our newsletter on our LinkedIn page. Climate targets for banks are particularly complex because the emissions that are included are often not in the direct control of the bank itself. Investors, like those who are a part of the Transition Pathways Initiative, TPI, have worked with large global banks for many years in developing and implementing climate targets related to their financing activities. The TPI recently shared a progress report on the experience of global banks that raises a few areas of concern that OIC banks should be aware of for their own climate target setting. Banks will be expected to expand the sectors covered by their climate targets over time. Investors will evaluate sectors that should be covered based on their contribution to total financing assets and to the bank's revenue. Financed emissions targets that don't consider the full value chain emissions of their customers can be incomplete or unreliable. Emissions facilitated by a bank through its equity and debt underwriting activities are often not fully incorporated into climate targets. Banks can overstate their progress on climate targets if they overly rely on a single methodology. Sometimes this results in financed emissions metrics falling towards a bank's target even when the real economy emissions around the bank continue to rise. Setting a climate target is a good way for OIC banks to show their commitment to supporting the achievement of global and national climate objectives. After they set a target, the success of their implementation will be judged on the quality of the bank's target and the progress the bank shows towards reaching its targets and supporting wider transition efforts. Thanks for listening, and if you want to learn more, subscribe to our newsletter on our LinkedIn page. You can also contact us on our website, rfi-foundation.org.